Man, what a day for the market so far today, guys. It's roughly about 12 p.m. on the East Coast when I'm filming right now, and Tesla's up almost 6.5% right now, and the overall markets are crushing it. Russell's up 2.5%, same with the NASDAQ, as the S&P's up almost 2%, and the Dow is up over 1%. So we're going to break down the markets in this video, and of course, we're going to talk about Tesla stock, the email from Elon Musk, and overall what I'm looking to do in the market. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and let's just dive right into the video. So like I said, Tesla's up 6.5% today, and it's at $120, guys. And earlier in the day, right around, when was this? About 11:15, roughly an hour prior to me filming this video, Tesla was over $123 a share, meaning it rallied, no joke, $20 from yesterday. Yesterday in the pre-market, as you guys know, we've covered this on the channel, right? We hit $104, which is insane considering if I pull the 20-day chart up, just a couple of days before that, we were in the 140s, guys. I mean, unbelievable. So Tesla hit $104 in the pre-market yesterday, meaning from that point to 123, it rallied almost 20%. Unbelievable, right? And on the 20-day chart here, you guys can see it's breaking out of the 50 SMA, which is actually the first time. Today's the first time it's done that on the 20-day chart since the 13th of December, also the 9th of December. So that's a pretty good sign for the bulls. But overall, guys, do the bulls really have, a clear-cut reversal here? No shot. I mean, we're still under the 180 SMA, which is right around 135, 140 bucks, well under that point right now. And it's clear to me that the downtrend is still intact. And if I pull up the 4-hour time frame, downtrend is still intact. And you're already seeing on the one-day chart, rather the intraday chart, we're starting to see some selling. We hit about 123.57 just about an hour ago. Now we're down about 2.5% from that point. So let's see if this particular trend, this trend that I'm about to draw right now, is very pivotal for the rest of the day for Tesla. If we do hold this point, which right now we are, if we do hold this point and bounce, we get the buying pressure, right around 120, 21 roughly, and we start running for those highs, which were right around 123, 124, that's going to be a very good sign for the bulls. But the second we collapse under this point, second we start breaking under the intraday lows, the lows from the pre-market, let's say this thing starts slipping under 120, 118, 17 bucks, that's going to be a change in direction to the downside, right? So it's kind of too early to tell. Right now, we are seeing a bit of selling, but at the end of the day, it is pretty healthy considering how great Tesla performed in just the past day, where it went from 104 to 124. It makes sense that it's pulling back a little bit here. So let's see. Moment of truth, guys, around 120. Let's see what Tesla ends up doing. And I'm not sure if you guys saw, but Kathy Wood, on actually a little side note here, Kathy Wood bought more Tesla stock yesterday, and this is after we got this particular email right here from Elon Musk. Let's actually read this email. He sent this out to the Tesla employees, and I didn't know this till earlier. I actually made a short on the Kathy Wood, what I just mentioned, that she bought more Tesla stock. I didn't realize how much Tesla stock she's been buying. I think, throughout all of her funds since the middle of December, just 2 weeks ago, and it makes sense. I mean, if she's so bullish on Tesla, she should be buying. I mean, at least she's putting her money where her mouth is, right? In the past 2 weeks, I think they've bought 200,000 shares of Tesla or something like that. Let me see here. I have the notes right here. Yeah, since mid-December, Kathy Wood's funds have loaded up over 232,000 shares of Tesla. Unbelievable. And on Wednesday, she bought about 18,000 shares, roughly over $2 million worth of Tesla. So I wonder what their average cost is now. I have no idea. I mean, I don't really track Kathy Wood, to be honest, guys, or ARK. I'm not really tracking that really much at all these days. But for some reason, this popped up, and I was like, oh, I'll make a short on it. And I was shocked. 230,000 shares. I mean, they're really loading up. I'm not too shocked, honestly, but I was like, oh, wow. So they're really putting their money where their mouth is, right? So let's see on a little side note here. Well, really not a side note. let's talk about this email here. So Elon Musk sent an email to his employees at Tesla yesterday on Wednesday, and this is it right here. Date, December 28th, 2022. That's yesterday on Wednesday, right? He said, just a quick note to thank you for all of your hard work and to congratulate you on exceptional execution in 2022. Let me see if I could actually make this a little bit bigger, guys. Can you guys see this? That's good enough, right? You guys see that. Yeah. Just a quick note, yada, yada, yada. Since we have a lot of cars arriving at the last minute, it is important to rally hard and do everything we can to get our cars to customers who have ordered them before midnight on December 31st. Also, every incremental car we produce that can be delivered in time also matters. And if you guys didn't know, the Shanghai factory, I'm assuming here he's speaking to the U.S. employees, Shanghai factory. Well, I guess all the Tesla employees. But, yeah, Shanghai factory right now is shut down until the end of the year, which was already planned. But there's COVID outbreaks everywhere apparently now in China. I mean, who knows really what the heck's going on over there? I have no idea. But, yeah, that's going on in Shanghai, and they're going to be running production at a reduced rate in January. And after that, he said here, please go all out for the next few days and volunteer to help deliver if at all possible. It will make a real difference. Thanks, Elon. And at the end here, which you guys got to look at this, he says, by the way, don't be too bothered by stock market craziness. As we demonstrate continued excellent performance, the market will recognize that. And to be honest, I agree with that statement right there. That statement right there, as we demonstrate continued excellent performance, the market will recognize that. I do agree with that because sometimes, guys, in the stock market, over time, right, a stock's price could become detached from the fundamentals. And I'm not saying Tesla is ridiculously undervalued here, but if Elon Musk truly believes Tesla, which in the next sentence here he says, it'll be the most valuable company on earth. If he really believes that, well, at these levels, Tesla is extremely detached from its fundamental value, and that's what happens with stocks sometimes. And at those times, if you can recognize those times, not saying that's one of these times with Tesla, I'm just saying that's what Elon Musk thinks. If you can recognize these times, that's where you can make a lot of money because not stocks don't always trade at exactly what they're valued all the time. I mean, there are certain theories out there that think that that's the case. I disagree with that. I think stocks do become, they become detached from their fundamental value. And, if Elon's right in this case with Tesla, which he should believe that if it's his own company, if he's right, Tesla is a very good buy here. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling you that's from my perspective for the long term. I'm just saying that's from Elon. So, yeah, I mean, he's pretty much saying don't be bothered by the stock market craziness, but it's kind of hard not to be bothered by the stock market craziness considering going back to ThinkOrSwim, Tesla stock, like we've covered time and time again here on the channel recently, guys, is down 75% from all-time highs, and pretty much this year it has been cut in half. It is very hard, Elon Musk. I know, a lot of people love Elon, but it is very hard to not be bothered by the craziness considering how down the stock is. And think about this, guys. I'm sure a lot of Tesla employees, guess what? They own Tesla stock. They probably have a lot of, stock-based compensate, packages, incentives, options packages, all this stuff, guys, right? For being employees, come on. They have a lot of their money tied in Tesla. How could they not be, how could they not be affected by this? Sure, some employees probably look at Tesla stock going down and, the company fundamentally is still doing well. And this is, again, what I'm saying. The stock gets, detached from his fundamental value. But then again, you could argue that's what happened in 2021, which is what happened when it got into a bubble. So this works in both ways, guys. But, you could argue some employees get motivated when the stock goes down to maybe perform better. I don't know. But, that goes into a whole rabbit hole that we're not going to get into, how employees are motivated. There's some employees that are motivated by certain things, maybe like that. I don't know. It just depends who you're talking to. It's not a one size fits all. But overall, at this point, that's what's going on. That's the email. And, we could pick apart that all day and talk about it. I mean, there's not much more to get into. But, for Elon to say not to worry about the stock market craziness, I think a lot of people are worrying about it. I mean, the stock's down 75% from all-time highs, and not to mention 45% this month alone. That's insane. So, yeah, I think moving forward, guys, heading into the new year, what one could hope is that, Tesla starts to stabilize as Elon finds a new CEO for Twitter. He puts more focus on Tesla because at the end of the day, his attention's split, and that's really what's hurting the stock a ton right now. A ton, in my opinion. The fact that he's so focused on Twitter, he's going against people on the left on Twitter. He keeps tweeting, some crazy stuff. I don't think a lot of it is, extreme. Some of it is reasonable, honestly. Some of it I agree with. Some of it's a little bit, crazy political or too political to the point where it's, again, pushing people that, are on the left politically that, to be honest, a lot of these people purchase his products at the end of the day. So we'll see. There's a lot of factors going on. We could talk all day about this stuff, but, we'll wrap it up for this video. I did want to talk about some other stocks, but we're already about 11 minutes in the markets. Well, actually, let's touch upon the markets very quickly in under 60 seconds because it's a great day right now overall. SPY's up about 2% as I'm making this video, and we'll talk more about this later, guys, so make sure to subscribe. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. I looked at my analytics, guys. Half of you are not subscribed. So if that is you, yes, you watching this video, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we have a lot to break down, these next coming weeks. Heading into the new year, a lot of things are coming heading into this new year, guys. SPY's up 2%. Looks like we're bouncing off of 375, which is good for the bulls. Now we're breaking out of the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Also good for the bulls in the very short term. And Triple Q is not quite yet breaking out of the 50, although it's up 2.5% on the day so far. Not quite yet breaking out of the highs from a couple days ago, the 50 SMA. So let's see what it does at about $270. I'll set my alert there. And again, we'll cover this stuff more a little bit later on in the day. I mean, the markets are crushing it today, so expect some more videos, guys. We'll break down some of these stocks. Beyond Meat is up 14%. I mean, it's crazy. Some of these stocks move on. On the most it makes sense why it's moving up today. But some stocks, like we've covered on the channel before, it'll be a horrible red day, and somehow GameStop's up, or Trump's SPAC is up, or some garbage penny stock is up, right? And today it's Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat's up 14%, and we're not going to get into that stock in this video, but it's making a big move right now. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to my second channel, Stocks Talks Money. I'll leave that link down below. And if you want some free stocks from Moomoo and from Webull, use those links down below. You can get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull. And check out my Patreon if you guys are interested. All those are linked down below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers. Thanks for watching. As always, peace out.